will take on the number 8 seeds in the quarterfinals, and Midorikawa and Saito from Japan, after they won their second round quite easily against Kapila and Crasto in straight games, and potentially awaiting in the semi-finals are the likes of the number 3 seeds Chun and To of Malaysia, or even the recent Malaysian Open champions in Puavaranukroh and Tera Tanachai. In fact, those two pairs are battling it out over on court 1 at the moment. It's gone to 3 games, and it's 13 all in the third between the Malaysians and the Thai pairs. Tom Gicquel and Delphine Delrue, the world number 12s, are up against a fairly new pairing in Terry He and Jin Yu Jia of Singapore. They only kind of came together in December last year. These two players from Singapore.
All the best.
This is going to be the first meeting between these two pairs, and that's because, as I mentioned, he and Jin are
this is black and this is red.
New pairing.
You won the toss. What do you choose? Who will serve? Daniel. Who will receive? He. This end you want.
So Gicquel and Delrue win the toss. Delphine Delrue choosing to serve. Terry He will receive, and they've maintained the near end of the court, the Singaporean pair. And Delphine Delrue, 26 years of age now, from Sarcelles, France, ranked 15th in the world. It's gone up as high as number 5 in the world with Tom Gicquel. That was in January of 2023 when they broke into the top 5. Have a win-loss record of 2-1 this year. They played in the Malaysian Open and lost in the quarterfinals to Puavaranukroh and Peo Sampran. Tom Gicquel also the same age, and well, these two, well, they played Terry He before when he was partnering Jessica Tan, and that was at the Hyla Open in 2022. And Gicquel and Delrue beat He and Tan in that second round match in 3 games. So they've had a winning record against Terry. He beat the Indian pair of Karuna Karan and Variat 21-12, 21-10 in under half an hour. Gicquel and Delrue, it's been a smooth start to this tournament. Jin Yu Jia, the 27-year-old right-hander from Singapore, was born in Hangzhou, but of course now plays for Singapore, ranked 103 in the world with her partner Terry He, who used to be a former top 20 player with his mixed doubles partner and wife Jessica Tan. As you see there, 13th in the world they reached. 2025 win-loss stands at 0-1. They lost in the first round of the Malaysia Open to Dunn and McPherson in straight games. So in the second tournament, they've already made a massive improvement by getting to the second round. They beat Kapoor and Gade of India. Took them 60 minutes, but they came back from a game down to win 21-18, 21-15 in the first round. And well, I tell you, for a pair that came together only in December last year, they've done pretty well. He and Jia, their first tournament was the Guwahati Masters in India, the Super 100. They got to the semi-finals and lost in the semi-finals to Easton and Tolman of England in 3. And they played in the Odisha Masters final, another Super 100, and they lost in the final. They finished runner-up in 3 to Gao and Tang. As we see, the umpire for this match is Gaurav Khanna, and she's joined by service judge C.R. Rajiv. And well, then they went on to win the International Challenger title in Bangladesh. So they've improved slowly but steadily. The start to this year has not been the best, as they lost in the first round in Malaysia, but here they are in the second, looking to reach their first quarterfinal at this level. He and Jia. For Gicquel and Delrue, they had a tough quarterfinal against Puavaranukroh and Peo Sampran in Malaysia and KL. They lost the first game 12-21, won it 21-14, then lost it 7-21. So looking to bounce back from that. Last year they won the European Championships. They beat Christensen and Boyd to sort of
Are you ready?
cement their place as Europe's
Ladies
best.
and gentlemen, on my right, Delphine Delrue and Tom Gicquel, France. And on my left, Zin Yu Jia and Hee Yong Kai Terry, Singapore. Delphine Delrue to serve to Hee Yong Kai Terry. Love all. Play.
So Delphine Delrue will serve to get this second round match underway. And serves well
One.
to get on the scoreboard.
Love. Two. Love.
Yep. Quick start for
Three.
Gicquel and Delrue.
Love.
This will be a real test for Hee and Jin. They finally get on the scoreboard.
Service over.
But, Gicquel fails to get
One,
the shuttle over the
three.
net. On the forehand, she's caught by surprise.
Service over. 4-1.
Not the start they would have wanted, Hee and Jin. Yeah, missed it. Did well to change direction
Service
there,
over.
Terry Hee with a smash
2-4.
after Gicquel defended it pretty easily. He attacked Delrue on the forehand. Smart play.
Service over. 5-2. Service over. 3-5.
They just start finding their footing in this match and on this court. Gicquel and Delrue as well as Hee and Jin. Mistakes a little too frequent early on in this opening game. It's 1 point separating the two now. Nice skill shot from Tom Gicquel.
Service over.
Keeps it flat.
6-4.
And then it just wide of Jin Yujia's right hand side. Or forehand.
Service over. 5-6.
superb defending from the Singaporean pair. In the end, it's a little too much, but
Service over.
they took in the
5.
or they absorbed the attacks really well. Gicquel going for the net roll to catch his opponent by surprise.
Play. Service over. 6, 7.
This is a good start by He and Jin, keeping pace with their much higher ranked opponents. It's a good rally. Brilliant work by Terry He at the end, placing the shuttle between the two French players. Look at that. They both try to go for it. That's where the mistake arose.
Service over. 8, 7.
Well, Gicquel and Delrue have not given up their lead just yet. They've held on. Every time it gets really close, they manage to stay ahead. And that just sometimes is what it takes.
9, 7.
To take control or keep control of this game will be key. They had a good start, and then He and Jin found their way back, but they've done the important exchanges. Jin going for the body shot.
Service
Apologizes
over.
straight away.
8, 9.
Yeah. Takes that well.
Service over. 10, 8.
So a point away from having a important lead at the mid-game break for Gicquel and Delrue. Recovered by Gicquel. Excellent work by Terry He. I mean, he took charge of that point. And despite the shuttle coming back a few more times than he expected, courtesy of some solid defending,
Quick cover.
stayed on his plan. Lovely drop shot in the end there. That lands long, and so it's Gicquel and Delrue
11,
who hold
9,
on to their lead
8
at the mid-game break. 2 points ahead of their opponents at 11-9. Good flat exchange from Gicquel. And so it's number 12 seeds who have the narrow lead. 9 minutes played in this second round match.
need to work hard because the shuttles are not so fast. Tom, remember to build up on the middle. Don't go straight away for these outside shots.
Coach,
On the attack.
20 seconds.
Okay, Delphine, let's get some
Coach,
challenge on here on the backhand side.
20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair, please. Eleven, 9. Play. Twelve, 9. Service over. 10, 12.
It was a good return from. Sorry, it was a poor serve from Gicquel, and just allowed or gave the Singaporean pair
Service
some
over.
breathing space.
13, 10. Fourteen, 10.
They've done well to capitalize on the Singaporean pair being a little out of the depth here. Gicquel and Delrue, a little bit ruthless in their
Service over. 11,
game plan.
14. Service over. 15, 11.
So 4-point lead restored here for Gicquel and Delrue. Haven't really been troubled too much since 7-all, you'd say, in this game. Even before it got to 7-all, they had made a solid start. But after the Singaporean pair level scores, they haven't been troubled too much.
Service
A
over.
point here and there, or a mistake
12,
here and there at best.
15.
Haven't allowed he and Jin to go on a run of points. I think 2 has been the most they've scored in a row, as you see there. Gicquel and
Service over.
Delrue able to take
16,
the control back
12.
quite easily.
Seventeen, 12.
So they've slowly but surely built the gap up, established their
18,
position here in this game.
12.
Now it's pretty one-way traffic. Three points
19,
away, 2 points away from
12.
being in an advantageous position here, Gicquel and Delrue. And he and Jin
Service over. 13-19.
Having to try and outmuscle their opponents with these points. Not easy to do it time and time again.
Play.
It's the net roll.
Service over. 20. Game point. 13.
Down to perfection there. I mean, it does catch the tape, but I think that was intentional from Delrue. Multiple game points. Oof, missed it.
Service over.
Game point saved
14.
by He and Jin.
20.
6 more to try and get through if they can. Seems unlikely though.
Out. Game.
So on the
First game
return,
won by Tom Gicquel and
an
Delphine
error
Delrue,
from
21-14.
on the serve, it's a error from He and Jin, and it's 21-13 in favor of Gicquel and Delrue. Writing has been on the wall for some time now in this opening game,
So you can
and
actually
the
step
French world number 2 will
tiny bit
ensure
more
that
when
it
you're
goes their
playing on
way.
the court.
16
Just
minutes
catch it.
played.
You don't have to do anything with it, okay? And you need to be also ready when he plays behind Delphine on these like lift things. You are jumping on these. Yeah, you're ready. Okay? Remember, we play in front of them. We take the speed off if we can, or we play over them. Yeah, and we challenge her up on the net because you're winning there. Yeah, good. Service and return is very good. Yeah, we keep the same. Okay, but focus.
Out. Game. Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Tom Gicquel and Delphine Delrue in a commanding position here. 21-13, they took the first game. And well, they were ready to get on with the second game earlier than the interval was up. And waited patiently on the sidelines, but that is where their confidence is at. They seem to have taken a hold of this match against He and Jin, who have plenty to do. It's a must-win game for them now. They'll try and assume control as quickly as possible. Terry He, quick at the net.
Service over.
He's rewarded.
1
Catches
love.
the tape, but again, keeps it flat. Catches his opponent by surprise.
Service over.
Won the European Championships, as I mentioned, Delphine Delrue and Tom Gicquel. But they also got to the final of the Kumamoto Masters last year, where they lost to Pua Varanukroh and Pio Sampran in 3 games. It was their first final of the year on the HSBC BWF World Tour last year. Semi-finals at the Hilo Open and Spain Masters as well. So had a pretty good showing last year, which has put them in good stead for 2025.
Service over.
With the Olympics being in Paris
2,
last year, there was a lot of
1.
expectation and pressure on this French mixed doubles pair. With that behind them, I think they can get their game back on track. And third India Open appearance for them.
Service over.
Best finish was in 2023 where
2,
they lost in the quarterfinals to
all.
Jung Soo-wei and Hwang Hya-chung. Last year they lost in the first round to Go and Live Malaysia in straight games. Lovely placement by Gicquel, just finds
2.
the sideline. It's great vision by the 26-year-old. That one there, that too on the backhand. It's all about the placing of the shuttle.
Play. One.
Whoa. And very quick from
2.
Gicquel to jump on that shuttle. And then has the vision to put it in the far corner. Quick hands.
5. 2.
And they've pretty much picked up where they left off in this second game. It's 4. Points in a row now.
Service
It's been
over.
brought to a halt
3,
by He and Jin.
5.
A little bit lucky with that shot, Jin Yujia, but she'll take it.
Fault. Service over. 6. 3.
It's 5 of the last 6 points that have gone France's way. Flick serve. Terry, he deals with that extremely well. And then comes up with a smash to outpower
Service
Delphine
over.
Delrue.
4,
Excellent work by
6.
the 29-year-old He. That was an
Service
interesting
over.
choice by Terry He,
7,
and Gicquel doing
4.
extremely well to just get out of the way because it landed out. He had to be very quick about it with his racket up.
Eight. 4.
The defensive lifts coming off the Singaporean rackets have been a little too loose. And sort of perfect height, that one for Gicquel to put away.
Nine. 4.
5-point advantage for Gicquel and Delrue now. Just don't see a way back at the moment for He and Jin. It'll take something extremely special because Gicquel and Delrue are certainly
10.
feeling their game.
4.
It's finding those corners on the court well, finding the lines. It's very confident hitting from the world number 12s. They were on the back foot throughout.
11,
He and Jin
4. Interval.
and Gicquel and Delrue have taken a huge lead at the mid-game interval now. 11-4 up, 7-point advantage. It's another 5 points in a row for them. And so you'd say that it's going to be something extremely special required from He and Jin to try and turn this around. Just 24 minutes of play in this match. It's a game and a 7-point lead for Gicquel and Delrue.
Keep the boring shots from the back. Doesn't have to be on me. We'll get the chances.
20 seconds. Coach, 20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. Eleven, 4. Play.
So back on the court to resume this second game. Gicquel and Delrue turning the screw quickly on their opponents.
12, 4.
12-4 now. Really haven't been able to come up with any kind of response, He and Jin, in the second game especially. It's all kind of stagnated for them. That's wide.
13, 4.
That's a big jump smash from Gicquel. You can't afford to give away points like that. Jin Yujia
4.
has to be a lot more alert about the net shots that come her way. It's now a 9-point advantage. 8 points in a row. This is one-way traffic at the moment.
Service over. 5, 14.
It's well intercepted by Jin, but Gicquel quick to react. It's called in. He catches the back line. They can't do.
Service over. 15.
They can do no wrong. Gicquel and Delrue at the moment. Look at that, 10 points. They've won 9 of the last 10 points. This is a huge lead for the world number 12s now. 15-5.
Service over. 6, 15.
Rare mistake from the French end.
Service over. 16, 6.
So 5 points away from a place in the quarterfinal are Gicquel and Delrue. It's landed out.
17-6. Out.
That's called out. Well left by Jin Yujia.
Delrue
She'll
challenges.
challenge it. Delphine Delrue seems pretty confident. That landed on the line. It was the right call by the service judge. It is indeed out. So an unsuccessful challenge by
One
Delphine
challenge
Delrue
remaining.
and Tom Gicquel.
Service
They have
over.
a solitary
7,
challenge remaining still.
17.
But this is
Play.
still a 10-point advantage. Big, big gap.
Fault. Service over.
Enjoying themselves at the moment.
18,
Gicquel and Delrue, and why not?
7.
This has been a strong showing. Take them to the second straight quarterfinal in 2 weeks. And managed to rattle their
19,
opponents completely in the second
7.
game. They haven't been able to win more than a single point at a time, he and Jin, so it's derailed the Singaporean pair completely. Yep, finds the back line. And so this is loads of
20.
match points now for Gicquel and
Match
Delrue.
point. 7.
Called out, so one saved.
Service over.
Many, many
8,
more to go.
20.
Terry He will serve.
Fault. Yeah. 9, 20. Fault, fault.
Fault called as he tried to get out of the way, Tom Gicquel. Maybe a little too late with that decision. It's called in.
Game.
And so on the third match point opportunity, they secure the win. And it was easy pickings in the end for Tom Gicquel and Delphine Delrue. Weren't troubled at all in that second game to win this one 21-9.
Well played.
And so a straight
Match
games
won
win
by
for Gicquel and
Tom
Delrue
Gicquel
to
and
book their
Delphine
place in the
Delrue.
quarterfinals for a second time here at the India Open.
21-9.
But also a second straight quarterfinal after the Malaysia Open. They're back in the quarterfinals here in the India Open, Gicquel and Delrue. So it is confirmation of the score. 21-14, 21-9 in just over half an hour. Gicquel and Delrue through to the quarterfinals.
You won the toss. What do you choose? Ball. Game.